6/8 is equal to what? Let's go. Well, in this problem, we're trying to convert a division problem or a fraction into a percent. How do we do that? Well, sometimes there's a shortcut that works, and in this case, the shortcut does work. And in other cases, you're going to have to do long division followed by converting the decimal into a percent. I'll show you that way too. But I did mention there's a shortcut that works, and it's nice to look for this because when it works, man, it saves you some time. We've got 6/8. And what I'm going to do first to make my life a little easier is I'm going to simplify that fraction. I can divide the 6 and the 8 both by 2, meaning I could write that as 3/4. Okay, now what's the trick I was talking about? Well, when you're looking for per cents, I want you to think about that word cent. How many cents are in a dollar? 100. How many years are in a century? 100. How many legs does a centipede supposedly have? Well, supposedly it has 100. They don't really. It's something like 35 or something weird. But anyway, it supposedly has 100 legs because the root word cent in Latin means 100. So when we're saying per cent, we're really saying per 100. So what we're really asking in a percent question is 3 out of 4 is the same as what out of 100 or per 100. And so if I can find an equivalent fraction that has 100 as the denominator, I'll be done. That's the trick. That's the shortcut. When it works, man, it's a nice shortcut. How do we get it? Well, 4 goes into 100 25 times. So if I multiply the denominator by 25, I get 100. That means I have to also multiply the numerator by 25. And then I'll get the correct numerator. So 3 times 25, that's 75. Think of money if that helps. 3/4 is 75 cents. So, okay, 75 out of 100. So 3/4 is the same as 75 100ths, which is the same as 75 per 100, which is the same as 75%. Therefore, our answer is going to be B. Now, that's the shortcut. When it works, it's great. But what if this denominator didn't go into 100 evenly? Then it's a little bit harder to use this shortcut. I mean, it still technically works, but it's hard to do. So then we have to have another approach, right? So what we're trying to do is convert 6/8, which we know is 3/4. We're trying to convert that into a percent. And what I'm saying the right way to do this is, in general, if you don't see the shortcut, you should do the long division. Because what we're going to do now is convert this into a decimal first, and then we'll get it into a percent later on. Well, how many times does 4 go into 3? It doesn't go in, so we're going to write a 0 up above the 3. I'm going to write a decimal place. I'm going to start creating zeros after this 3 to make sure we can do this. How many times does 4 go into 30? 4 goes into 30 7 times. 7 times 4 is 28. I will subtract the 30 minus the 28, giving me 2. And I'm not done yet because I didn't get a 0 down here, so I'm going to have to write another 0 after the 3, and I'm going to have to bring that 0 down. Well, how many times does 4 go into 20? That goes in 5 times. Okay, and 5 times 4 is exactly 20, so that means when I do my subtraction, I get 0, which means that we're done with the division. So 3/4 as a decimal is 0.75. Now we're not done yet because we are trying to get percents. To get a decimal into a percent, I move the decimal place exactly 2 times to the right, meaning 0.75 as a percent is 75%, which means our answer really is 75%, which means our answer really is B. Now look for that shortcut because when it works, man, it's great. But if not, you got to do long division, convert to a decimal, then convert that to a percent. And our answer here is B, 75%. If you got it, good thinking.